Best friendship. Once upon a time in a quaint English village surrounded by rolling hills and ancient woodlands, there lived two inseparable friends, Oliver and Benedict. Oliver was the quieter of the two, a thoughtful boy who found comfort in the pages of his beloved books. He had a mind that wandered far beyond the village, exploring distant lands and ancient times through the stories he read. Benedict, on the other hand, was a lively spirit with a boundless energy that couldn't be contained. He was always eager to explore, whether it was the dense forests that bordered the village or the winding rivers that meandered through the countryside. Despite their differences, the bond between Oliver and Benedict was unbreakable. They had grown up together, sharing everything from their first steps to their most secret dreams. Their friendship was legendary in the village, for everyone knew that where one was, the other was sure to be close behind. The villagers often remarked on how they complemented each other perfectly, like the sun and the moon, each bringing balance and light into the other's life. As the years passed, Oliver and Benedict's friendship only grew stronger. Oliver excelled in his studies, his keen intellect allowing him to master any subject he turned his attention to. He dreamed of one day becoming a teacher, passing on his love of knowledge to the next generation of village children. Benedict, with his deep connection to the natural world, aspired to become a ranger, dedicated to protecting the woodlands and wildlife that he cherished so dearly. Despite their different paths in life, Oliver and Benedict always found time for each other. They would spend long afternoons sitting by the riverbank, Oliver with a book in hand and Benedict with his eyes on the horizon, planning their next great adventure. They supported each other in everything, knowing that their friendship was the one constant in an ever-changing world. One summer, a great challenge presented itself that would test the strength of their friendship. The village was struck by a terrible drought, the worst in living memory. The rivers dried up, the crops withered in the fields, and the villagers began to lose hope. Seeing the suffering around them, Oliver and Benedict knew they had to do something to help. Benedict suggested they venture deep into the forbidden part of the forest, where it was said an ancient spring lay hidden, a spring that could bring water to the village if only it could be found. Though many had searched for it before, none had ever returned. Oliver, usually the cautious one, agreed without hesitation, knowing that if anyone could find the spring, it was Benedict. Together, they set off on a journey that would take them to the very limits of their courage and endurance. After what felt like an eternity, they finally found the spring, hidden deep within a sacred grove. The water was as clear as crystal, and the moment they drank from it, they felt their spirits renewed. Carefully, they filled their containers and began the long journey back to the village. When they returned, they were greeted as heroes. The spring's water brought life back to the village, saving it from certain doom. But more than the water, it was their friendship that had saved the village, their unwavering support for each other, their willingness to face any challenge together, and their belief that as long as they were united, they could overcome anything. From that day on, Oliver and Benedict's friendship became the stuff of legend.